I love this shake. You got the Power Shake, which is the green apple berry, and you got the Can't Beat This. This stuff is delicious. Oh my gosh, man. Makes the shake taste really, really good. And it's good for you. Can you get that? And it's good for you. And you got some Coco hydrate right here. I put all these three together. We'll start with the 5 scoops of the green shake, right? You got 1, and then you got to do, you can't beat this, but throwing in the Coco hydrate right now. This bad boy just takes it right over the top in terms of taste, and it's just like, man, so good. Eat it right off the spoon, baby. That's what I'm talking about. And then, of course, I throw in some of my Pineal clear. Man, it's just making me feel good. So I'm going with what makes me feel good, right? And that's how we hit it. And I just throw a couple of these droplets in there, and it's all happening for me. Loving it. 2 milliliters, 2 of those scoops. And we'll make that happen. And then of course I gotta throw in my ice cubes. Get my ice cubes going in. 1, 2, and 3. I don't like to throw in more than 3 ice cubes because then it gets too kind of like slushy. But it's hard to drink. So 3 ice cubes takes it to the perfect temperature that I like getting it. So now I'm gonna go get some water. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere. I'll be right back. Right? And here is the formula to improved quality of life. This bad boy right here is gonna feed my cells like nothing else I've ever eaten. And you saw that it just took me like a couple of minutes to do that. I remember driving around in 2012 in my Lexus trying to find a place to eat where I could get something good in East LA or even anywhere, man. And all there were just like pastrami joints, hamburger joints, you know, tacos, you know, just all the bad stuff, right? They had tortas right there in East LA on First Street where my office was at. They had all the good food, but the bad food, you know what I mean? It tastes like super good, but it was super bad for you. I can remember standing in line one time at the local grease bowl, man. I was going to get a pastrami, which is one of my favorite sandwiches. And I was like standing in line, I'm weighing about 200 pounds right there. And I'm feeling like, man, I think I'm gonna die. I was just like, holy cow, man, it was like crazy. So it was at that point that I said, okay, no more. I gotta do something different. And so I started juicing. And then, I was always a cyclist. I was an avid cyclist. So the two together was able to drop the weight and did really, really well until about 2023 when genetics caught up to me. And then, bam! Uppercut to the heart, man. Heart attack. Didn't even know it. Doctor said I had like about 70 heart attacks. I remember just being like, what is this? I thought it was like an esophagus burn. I was telling my daughter, it's just an esophagus burn. Ain't no thing. And it turned out they were actually heart attacks. So I got to the hospital, boom, you know, they fixed me all up, threw a couple of stints in. I started riding again, cycling. And I was training for my ride earlier this year for Oregon. And when I started training, I'm going up hills, I'm doing long rides and all this stuff. And I wasn't there, I wasn't getting there. And I was like sad, man. No leg strength, no, no wind. I was exhausted by the time I got up to, just the first hill. And it was crazy. Then I jump into the Pineal program, right? I start juicing, I start getting the amino acids going on, the super aminos, and bam, literally within 3 to 4 days, I'm going up those hills. The leg strength is there, the wind is there, stamina is there, and I'm just going. So anyway, let's get this bad boy going, right? Boom. Click the link in the description below, and let's get you started today.